players in the U.S. right now is Syrup.
Absolutely. Definitely not going into this like short-sided, definitely being as weak as she can. But starting off on small battlefield here, and I believe we saw both of these players counterfeit 2 these stages at one point.
Yep,
So
I mean, this is one of those, it was all PS2 for a while, now it's like all PS2 and small battlefield. People like this dual plat, mostly flat, or flat in the middle stage. The platform heights vary a little bit, the width of the stages vary a little bit, but yeah, there's a reason that people like to go to them. And Icy trying to find, just sort of find her footing here. So far has done a pretty good job just going for these charge shots and Zares, staying completely in the mid-range, just right outside of Syrup's burst range, especially since he doesn't have the empowered minecart right now. Already grabbed the diamond though, which is pretty big.
Absolutely. And
yeah.
definitely seeing that game 1 slowness of just seeing what your opponent is willing to do, how they're trying to approach in general.
Yeah, and I mean, it was such a nice lead to start from IcyMist, but as tends to happen against Steves, especially like you're saying in these game 1s as people are filling each other out, you might be able to get some chips in, but as soon as the Steve identifies where to get that opening, especially when it's a Steve like Syrup, he's going to take that all the way to a good bit of damage, if not the kill. So
Absolutely, and we've seen him make the most off of the least against Zomba. And Samus also a very tall woman. Kind of paying for it there with that back air.
Tall woman is going to get pickaxed in the head, and yeah, that big back air. And after, you know, it was almost 80% unanswered from IcyMist, and then almost a pretty much unanswered kill from Syrup. So now it's tough for Icy as she sort of has to, it's on her to get in and to find this kill. Sam is generally doing better, especially in this matchup when you're getting these chips. It's hard to sort of force yourself in here.
Absolutely. 100%. Samus good at the long and mid-range. Not really wanting to be up close, especially when Steve has partial gold and diamond tools.
Yeah, and a lot of iron right now. And these walls, you know, Samus is not going to have the same ability to break down these walls that a character like Rob has in the last game. Is using these F-tilts well. It's a nice, quick tool that has some range. So not a bad option there, and she's able to get out of there before like an F-smash could come in. But, I mean, look at this. Like, all that mining that Syrup was able to do just because Icy doesn't have a great answer here.
Yep, gets that very great grab under the block. But see if she can close out here. But Steve, similar mobility to Rob and just being able to avoid being at the ledge altogether.
Yep.
So very, very beneficial for the Samus matchup specifically.
And jumps into that anvil. Those anvils are so brutal sometimes, right when you're trying to find that kill. But Samus does find that dash attack, a very strong move, a nice burst option, and it does sort of jump scare you with a kill sometimes. So good stuff to grab that. And now he's going to need to try and make up some damage here. Needs to find something a little explosive. That charge shot is a nice start.
It's a good start, absolutely.
Ooh,
just kind of, you heard the footstool sound, but Samus was not stuck in the footstool lag. So uncertain exactly what happened there.
Yeah, it must have been a phantom footstool, but still gets the anvil out anyway. I mean, it does just jump right out. So, I mean, good damage to Syrup as IcyMist tries to find something here. Nice little pump fake on the charge shot to get the grab into the last air four here,
and
another
of
charge
damage here
shot.
on the side. Oh my
Beautiful
God.
back air on the top of the minecart to get Steve. And at the ledge now, Syrup is going to need to find an answer as IcyMist has taken the lead. Icy just waiting. Okay. Yeah,
okay, a little tense moment there on the edge, but reset here in the center.
Yeah, good stuff to Syrup. Just slows down the pace as Icy was gaining that momentum and gets back to center, removing the threat of the ledge that Icy has used so well throughout this tournament. I think that was an up B about to come out, but
believe
Clank,
so.
Oh wow.
Maybe some not so great DI there, not expecting to get hit by the dash attack so fast.
Yeah, 127 post-hit is going to be a very early kill. At least relatively. So really good stuff to IcyMist as she finds herself with the lead here. Needs to find some footing back on stage and maybe get a little bit more extra credit, but oh wow, yeah, Syrup kind of messes up the recovery. And she shields?
That's kind of 2 botched attempts on the footstool anvil there. Wonder if there's an awkward interaction with Samus specifically. Yeah,
I have no idea. I'm not sure if maybe the block placement there messed with the anvil hitbox, but that minecart regardless is going to clean it up. So we're down to last stock in this game 1. 2.5 minutes on the clock. I definitely don't think we're going to see a timeout, but definitely a slower paced game.
Absolutely. But it's not a slower pace, but we've seen very explosive damage from both ends so far.
Yeah. It's been a, you know, they'll wait each other out for a bit. Oh, that charge shot was huge.
Very, very fortunate Clank there.
Okay, gets the nair.
Like you're saying, big damage from Samus, but that down air would have closed it.
Yeah, that could have been also some big damage for Syrup if he was able to grab that, get that up tilt, but doesn't quite get it. And a nice lead for IcyMist here. Has Syrup on the ledge right where she wants him. Nice!
God.
Oh wow, he lives that though. Great DI across the stage.
What a awareness to not only parry but F smash behind you, knowing the minecart wouldn't fuck with you. Now that you've parried it.
Yeah, exactly. Like he is going to go through that, but gets the nice fire hit of the F smash, and unfortunately doesn't kill. And Syrup is making a huge amount, getting a huge amount of views on this.
See the mash here.
Whoa!
Living.
Okay, he lives. Samus lives. I mean, she lives there. Okay,
not gonna live that one though.
Yeah, not gonna live that one.
Oh my gosh, what an explosive game there for the last 30 seconds.
They both had the cool setups into the F smash across the stage, and neither one of them killed. But yeah, that backer on the jump. Sometimes when it's hectic like that and then you're faced with a block stack while you're at the ledge, you know you're going to jump.
Yep.
You're going to get hit. Really great awareness from Syrup. Unfortunate for IcyMist, but she was looking so good in that game. Definitely think that this is going to hopefully be a nice close set.
Absolutely. Would not be surprised if this goes the distance.
Yeah.
But we're sticking it out on small battlefield. Definitely made sense. Both these players very, very comfortable here so far.
Yeah, and Icy not able to get much off of that opening. Syrup gets a little bit of damage here, but again, nothing crazy. Filling each other out, Icy gets the well-timed charge shot. Her reaction time is really good when Syrup is going for these minecarts. She's able to get the charge shot out just in time before Syrup can catch her for the most part. It's really critical. I mean, it's getting damage and it's avoiding getting killed yourself. So.
Ooh. Very clutch for the most part, but Syrup's getting a little bit of gold damage there.
Oh, that is brutal. Yeah, okay. that TNT hitbox, I mean, that did so much damage, and an even game has very quickly snowballed into a nice lead for Syrup so far, but it's still even stocks. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, we saw Icy been saying IcyMist a little bit. You know, she's going to rip the uppies.
Yep.
But against Steve, and definitely Steve Diamond, not as safe as it was in the previous set.
Yeah, it's tough because she is trying to anticipate a little bit with some of these up Bs, which I understand you're trying to have to do, but it does mean if you miss, it's going to be a big opportunity for damage.
Absolutely.
Get some weird ping-ponging stuff going on with the minecart for Syrup. And it's IcyMist at risk of getting lapped in percent, but hopefully is going to be able to make up some damage in a hurry, but Syrup just, oh yeah, he's got these answers. That parry was so good.
Top of the shield game currently.
Yeah, the defense is just so... I mean, this is kind of like how... This is one of the hallmarks of Syrup's gameplay, I feel like, is when he's got a lead, he's so good at playing just enough defense, but then, like, turning it up at the exact right moment to get the big damage. He is such a hard player to come back against.
Absolutely.
Playing a character that's already hard to come back against. And he did kind of have a good call-out with that anvil, but it doesn't work. Very scary for both players, but both of them still alive right there.
Okay, just for a moment before dash attack once again, being kind of the MVP for taking stocks on IcyMist's end.
Yeah, it's been super. Oh my God! No way! The awareness
taking
from Syrup.
The full charge shot there on the side of the minecart.
And that's why it's so key to, like, for when Icy is able to get the good slightly above hits on the minecart, so it actually hits Steve. Because if it doesn't, it's just going to become an advantage for Steve there, as we saw there. And now a full stock lead to Syrup right now.
Well, so it doesn't get the full combo, but thankfully the uppy shortening the end light there on Steve's own platform.
Oh my gosh, some very well-timed spot dodges for Syrup here. Really making the defense count, and it's turning, like we're saying, into offense. Oh man, look at that off the top. Oh, it's such a close game one and such a dominant game two for Syrup, as IcyMist now finds herself very quickly on her tournament game here.
Absolutely. Just on point with every single punish, especially on that last stock there. And, you know, if Syrup moves on into grand finals, that's the kind of play you want to see.
Yeah.
Because those combos will work and more on Rob.
Oh, yeah. Definitely want to have that execution feeling crispy going in. IcyMist thinking for a second here. I mean, IcyMist does play a plethora of characters, but I don't know if I would see another one come out. I mean,
Dark Samus.
Well, I mean, this is one of the coolest skins in the game, the purple Dark Samus. So
it's true.
That enough should be
the aura did increase tenfold.
Yes, exactly. Let's see if the aura farming allows IcyMist to at least get a game here. But we're already, that is like the tried and true Steve. Sometimes you just jump in and immediately get up tilted for 50. Yep. It just happens. Like, it's just how it goes. Oh, man.
Okay, we'll see what the answer is here.
Dang, I think IcyMist was about to rip that charge shot, but Syrup just was better, had the better timed attack there, so.
Yeah, and like we were talking about before about Samus, and IcyMist specifically being very good with her reaction time on Syrup's approaches, but Syrup may be recognizing that and just playing a hair faster.
Yeah, I mean, that anticipation, like, that is the difference maker in these sets. Oh, wow, bouncing off the wall, getting the down air and the up air right afterwards. That is beautiful from IcyMist there. And clanking the jab with the up B. Nice, just sort of, even though the up B didn't come all the way out. Oh, man, but the nil ladder into up smash again.
The ill-advised tether grab there. Classic will get punished as hard as possible.
Yeah, and Syrup's tech has been on today. I mean, that's 2 kills in a row from the nil ladder into up smash, and now IcyMist just sort of waiting here.
Yeah, taking a breather.
I mean, he's already got all the resources he needs. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Icy's doing here. I mean, she's just sort of stopping and thinking for a second. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Good dodge.
Yeah. She's baiting him. She's baiting him.
She's conserving her energy.
Yeah. You know, she's counting on the fact that eventually Syrup's calories will burn out as he's hitting the B button, and that's when she'll come in.
His thumb will get too tired.
Yes, exactly. Oh, man. About that damage. Oh, and the anvil off the side! Oh, it's not looking great.
I'm not sure if that was a 0 to death, but it was close.
Yeah, I think it was, because he was at 78 or so beforehand. This is not looking amazing for IcyMist. She doesn't seem to have an answer here. And I mean, that game 1 was going well. It's just Steve is one of those characters that snowballs, especially if you miss your opportunity.
Absolutely. Good taunt there.
That was a good taunt for a second.
Yep.
I was like, final smash meter? So confused. Yeah. It'll work. It'll work.
Yeah. If you press it 10 times, you get your final smash.
It at least looks cool. That was something I did believe in the Brawl days. And I was like, what the heck, man?
Okay.
It's working.
Walk back slowly and F smash now.
You just need to start playing. You're just playing the waiting game. You're playing to confuse Syrup right now.
Yep. His mental shattered.
This is like 2019 Zachary right now. Just standing there. Going for the Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. It would look so good for like a second in that game 1, and then Syrup just sort of activated. And IcyMist not quite able to contend with that, but still a great run from her.
Absolutely.
The Pittsburgh hero going to 3rd place. Shout out to IcyMist. But the run is going to end at 3rd, and we do have at this point, the Almost Heaven Classic of Zomba Syrup Grands right now.
Yep.
So we'll see. I mean, you set it up at the beginning. Are we going to see our first ever 2-time Almost Heaven set champion, or are we going to crown someone new, and is Syrup going to carry some of this momentum into Grands?
Absolutely. We've seen 1 Game 5 already.
Yep.
I would not be surprised if we saw 2 more.
It very well could.